Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG, and we're located on the north spawn, or northeast spawn of Karelia, and the name of the player is Glinky. Now what can I tell you about the Hummel? Well, Hummel means hummingbird, or hummingbird, no, bumblebee. Sorry, not Hummelbird. It means bumblebee in German. And in fact, actually, the Germans named a lot of their SPGs after insects. The Vespa is named after a wasp. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. Now, the actual vehicle for the Hummel was a special design. Originally, they were going to use the chassis of a Panzer IV and the running gear of Panzer III. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. But in the end, they actually made a special gun carrier, which they used for other vehicles, and they actually made some which were used for carrying the ammo. And he got a splash hit there on the LTG, and he's picked up some stun assist, and the LTG's gone down. He's been taken out. He's killed by the T69. Yes, they actually used some of these machines for, instead of carrying a gun, they would actually carry ammunition. And that 2801, that was a rather suicidal YOLO there. I don't think he really wanted to engage the T69 and the other tanks that were nearby, the other enemy. I think he thought, oh, well, I'll just try and dash through them. Oh, he got both of them there. And he's picked up some stun assist on top of that. He did 291 hit points of damage to the Skoda and 109 hit points to the T-3485, and then picked up masses of stun assist directly afterwards when they were taken out. Okay, he's loaded. Now, round out on T-26C4. And he got a hit. 266 hit points, and he's relocated. Now this is a tier 8 game, which means he's got a lot of potential to make a lot of XP, because he is a low tier Arty. Oh, that T26 is still damaged, is still there. He got some stun assist from the, or damage assist from the tracking. He's going after the T-3485. I think he's going to get round the corner before the aim is dialed in. But there's a better target there. Unfortunately, he's in defilade at the moment. Can't hit him. Just in case any of you actually didn't understand the term, defilade means in cover of the rock. If you're actually under fire and you have cover, then you're in defilade. It's a military term. Okay, he's aiming. Oh, he was aiming for the middle of that northwest corner. But now as the KV-85 has come out round the corner, round out. Oh, direct hit, 280, right on the money. And that KV-85 is bound to be hurting. He's now being attacked by a T-3485. Now, he's doing a bit quick counter battery, and he's having to move forward. As you can see, that's why the reticule's bouncing all over the place. He's just adjusted his firing position a little, and I think he's going to blind fire that bush, because I think he thinks that's where the Arty is. Right out. Well, nothing's been recorded, but as we know from previous actions, it's perfectly possible that the enemy Arty was there, and it just the system didn't give a recording. Okay, T-29, he's dialed in, but unfortunately he's not loaded. But that T-29's in the water, and he's moving very slowly. Sounds to me like he's actually carrying a damaged engine. Well, he got a hit there. The shell disappeared without an explosion. So I think that T-29 is very badly damaged. He's probably got a duff engine. T-3485 going around the corner. Now, we think that T-29's probably still in the water. T-3485 is going for a look. He's found him. But he's... Slinky's still doing counter battery, and now he's adjusted to the south because they've come around the corner, and in fact they're assaulting as fast as they can. That T-34 just went down to RT-29, and he's lining up a shot on the Scorpion. No, he's pulled back. He's in cover. Going for the Oni. Round out. Well, doesn't appear to have hit. No, it stunned him. It definitely stunned him. He's got a 26.84 reload time, which is pretty good. The Hummel hasn't got the same sort of reload time as the M44, but what it actually makes up for is in the amount of damage it can do. When it comes to actually damage per minute, the Hummel is on is actually slightly better than the M44. Of course, the M44 has got a much faster fire rate with a 16.1 second reload with all the consumables and a good crew. So you can see 26 seconds between shots is actually quite a lot. It's got 11 rounds of ammunition left. And the scores are fairly even. Okay, he's moving position. I think he's going to head over to the east side just to get a better angle on the enemy. The T-28 prototype and the T-29 are pushing. There's the Oni. Now, can he get an angle on it? Well, they've taken down the Oni. Now, where's that Scorpion got to? He's moved. I thought I saw a shell land there and it didn't explode. So I suspect the other Arty is actually doing counter battery and just hit the target. It was a very brief flash of a tracer. Now he's in a very exposed position at the moment because he's very far forward. And the worry there is, of course, if the Scorpion's actually relocated, he might actually be able to spot Clinky before Clinky knows he's been targeted. Unless, of course, he's got Sixth Sense. If he's got Sixth Sense, he'll know. But 3 seconds after he's been spotted. And 3 seconds can be all that somebody needs to put a shell into you. He's looking for that tracer. Now I think the tracer was actually slightly over into the top left hand corner. That's where I saw the other RT fire, and the shell disappeared just to the bush, to slightly below the rescue now. There's 2 of the TDs. The SU-152 round out, and he got a hit. 242. There's the Scorpion. Okay, he's up on the horseshoe at the moment. Now this is a very dangerous position for Clinky to be in because he's too far forward, really. He's not actually within visual range of the Scorpion, but if one of the enemy vehicles was close enough, they might be able to spot, or proxy spot him. Not proxy spot him, but spot him for the Scorpion. Well, he's fired a round in. No. There's the Scorpion. Okay, he's got closer. He's actually gone around, come down from the horseshoe, and he's making his way up here. Now, Clinky's going to use those rocks for cover. There's still 2 enemy Arty. A GW Panther. And I'm not sure what the other one is. Oh, an SU-14 too. Alright, well, he's going to have to go shotgun now. The only one who might spot the Scorpion is the T-69. He's coming up behind. That Scorpion's definitely close. There he is. He's been spotted. Okay, lining up the shots. Let's get a shotgun. Oh, yes! Scorpion didn't expect that. 15 centimeter howitzer shell goes right into him and wipes him out. And that was the enemy Arty doing a fire back. You can see the shell landed behind Clinky. So they were trying to get him, but he's now unspotted, so he's off to the races. There's one TD, the Dickomax, and one Arty, GW Panther. Now, I think he's staying as close as he dares. The last known position of the Dickomax is actually indicated on the map in H3. But I don't think he'll be there anymore. The T69 is now going to have a quick look. He's acting as our spotter. And I suspect the GW Panther is probably somewhere within shot at this moment, because if you look at it, this is the most likely positions for the GW. Oh, tree went down. Indication somebody's there. Round out. Yeah, the moment you see a tree go down like that, somebody pushed it down, snapshot the fire in. There's the Dickomax. It might not have that. It might have been the GW Panther who knocked that tree down, because I think that tree went down there, just next to the cap. So I suspect that he's directly behind that tree. There he is. Yep, he is there. Line up, round out. Kill shot! 100 hit points, and he wins the game. Very satisfying indeed. Yep, always look for that trick. If you see a tree go down, there's more than likely going to be somebody who pushed it down for cover, and they're sitting right behind it. And I've used that to take out a blind shot on a Stura Mill, and was never even seen by the enemy. He must have been absolutely furious that he was taking out the game so quickly. But that was a lovely shot there on that Hummel. Even though he backed off, the shell came in true and straight and went straight for him. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh, I'm going to have to exit that way because I forgot I pressed the wrong button. And here's the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Clinky in the Hummel, the tier 6 German SPG. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16. And he picked up a Gore's medal because he did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And lastly, he got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. But I suppose that ace tanker is going to be the one that Clinky likes the most, because it obviously shows that he is performing very, very nicely indeed in the Hummel. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he got the highest base XP, highest damage on his team rather, 2,468 hit points. He got the third highest kills, 2, joint third with 2. Highest was the T28 prototype and then the T69. When it came to base XP, yes, he was definitely the highest there, 1,422. He fired 12 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations and 3 splash. Did damage of 2,468 hit points, of which 2,214 were at more than 300 meters. Of course, the difference is that Scorpion, who he introduced to a 15 centimeter shell at very close range. He damaged 10 of the enemy, but he killed 2 of them. And he did damage assistance of 431 hit points and stun assistance of 2,169 hit points off 9 stuns. On a premium account, he managed to earn 81,713 credits. Just goes to show how much he was working there. And he actually had spare ammunition, so he actually took away 81,713 credits. He received 2,133 XP. And it was times 2 for the first victory of the day, so his grand total came to 4,266 experience points altogether. So very satisfying battle there, Clinky. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.